Ingmar, could you tell us something about overweight, a big problem worldwide?
Yes, it's almost like an epidemic. If you look at the statistics, it's almost like an explosion in the last 30 years. An incredible amount of people have started to struggle with overweight and even with becoming obese. If you look at the figures, it's rather shocking, because I think right now in the United States, more than 2 out of every 3 adults are overweight or obese. And 1 in every 3 adults in the United States nowadays are obese. For children, the figures are also not very good, because in the United States, 1 out of every 3 children actually is suffering from overweight, and 1 out of every 6 children is obese. And of course, the problem is the biggest in the United States, as we all know, but it's becoming bigger and bigger in Europe as well, and it's also spreading to the rest of the world. So it's a very big problem. It has enormous effects on many levels. I'll talk about that soon. But the first thing that I would like to talk about is the so-called index, the BMI, Body Mass Index, which is used to calculate whether you're normal weight, overweight, obese, or extremely obese. And personally, I think this is not really a very practical measure, because it's quite complicated. You have to, use your age and your weight and your sex and your length, and it's very complicated. So a lot of people, I think, don't really know what their BMI as it's called, is. So I would like to propose a much more practical, very easy to calculate measure for everybody to immediately know whether they are in a danger or problem zone. For women, you can, on an average of course, take your height and then in centimeters. So for Americans, they have to convert to centimeters. I don't know what it would be in inches. So in centimeters, and then deduct 10. So for example, I am 1.80 meters, so I will deduct 10, which makes 1.70 meters, and then take the 70 as an indication of a normal weight. It could be a little bit less, but let's not be too strict. For men, it's plus 10, so compared to women. So it would be a man who is measuring 1.80 meters, he could weigh 80 kilos and would have a normal weight. A little bit less is fine, but stay with this. Then if you, for women, go to plus 10, you would be overweight. Plus 20, compared to your height, plus 20 you would enter the obese zone, and plus 50 you would enter the extreme obese zone. So for men it would be the length you have is the normal weight, plus 20 would be overweight, plus 30 would be obese, and plus 60 extreme obese. So I think if you can make you would have, as Americans, you would have to translate, of course, to centimeters and to kilos. But then you would have an easy measure. And to summarize all of it, the idea would be to have your length minus 10 for women, or your length for men, and that would be a good normal weight. So if you figure with that, it's very easy to see how much overweight you have, or whether you're entering the obese or even the extreme obese zone, with all the risks of that.